Hello, I'm Marc Brown, a musician from Huslia, Alaska, and thank you for watching this video. Thank you to ArtsCan Connect for this opportunity. So I've been a professional musician since I was 14 and been traveling all over the country ever since then. Mostly in Alaska, you know. Occasionally I get outside down to the lower 48. I've jammed down there with Gary Farmer and the Troublemakers. I did a tour with them a few years ago, and that was a great experience. Bunch of great musicians. Derek Miller is a fabulous guitar player, songwriter, and singer. Gary Farmer, and Jamie Bird, and Jamie Russell. Those are some great guys. They asked me to talk to you guys, you know, about being a musician. And hopefully you're all doing well during this COVID, and if you're stuck in isolation or, you know, quarantine, it's the best time in the world to practice, to learn an instrument or perfect your instrument, you know, whatever you may be up to. But I'd like to give you a little guitar lesson if you don't mind. Okay, so I was just playing some slide guitar there. Simple little blues thing. Give me just a second to make sure this isn't too. Okay, so I would like to work on a scale with you. Most of my soloing and, you know, probably the majority of the guitarists out there are from the pentatonic blues scale. It's, you know, could be minor or major. So it's the one I'm showing you now is 5 notes, and it's a key in the key of A. If it's major, that's at 1 note. If it's minor, you leave that note out. Okay, so 5 notes. Then it starts over. A. See, those are the same notes, but one is an octave higher. A, C, D, E, G, back to A. A, C, D, E, G, back to A. If you're playing major, so that simple little scale. kinds of stuff with that scale. You can start at that A note. Try a little jam here and record it with this looper, and then I'll play over it. Okay. Okay, so nothing fancy, just one guitar, one amp, into a little looper. Okay. Up to the D. E. Okay, so I'm going to try to solo over that using that scale that I showed you. Well, let's listen to that. The looper's got to be the coolest little toy I've gotten in a long time. It's like I'm jamming with myself. So everything I did on the solo there was from that solo, from that little scale. Simple as your pimple. You can play the same thing, whatever key you're in. You just need to start on that root note. If we're in G. And you can mix it up. Once you get that scale down, you can play it frontwards and backwards over and over until it becomes, just really easy. You can play 3 notes. Then just mix it up, how about something in minor? The same scale, leaving out that major note. A minor, D minor, F, G, A. There was also an E major. Real simple. It's a lot of fun playing with those looper pedals. Well, I hope that you learned something today. Practice that scale. That'll open up all kinds of worlds to your playing. So, about, they wanted me to talk to you about bullying, and hopefully you're not experiencing that, but if you are, please don't dwell on it, and know that everyone has something special to offer. Everyone is unique in their own way, and we've all got some kind of gift. It's just finding that gift and honing it, mastering it, and improving yourself daily. And for me, you know, it was music. Not the best guitarist by no means, not the most technical, but I play from my heart, and that's what I want to encourage you to do. Doesn't matter if you can read or write music. I went to the best music school in the world when I was 17. I was a kid. I left a little village of Huslia where I grew up, and I went all the way out to Boston on my own, 17 years old. Never even flew on a major jet before, and here I am, you know, traveling all the way to the East Coast. And I went there. They had a great reading program, songwriting, all that. I took all of that, all those classes. But at the same time as my reading class, there was a really great blues guitar clinic. And it was for level 3 on up, and I was beginner level 1. I would sneak into that class, and I would watch all these great blues guitarists. You know, they had Stevie Ray Vaughan there for 2 clinics. So I got to learn stuff from him. But I missed out on my reading, and I always thought that hurt me, you know, until I met a lot of famous musicians like B.B. King, Buddy Guy, Billy Gibbons. You know, they all said the same thing, you know, just play from your heart, man. Reading doesn't mean a thing. And B.B. King, he was like, I can't even read a book, not let's read music. So it doesn't, doesn't hurt you at all. Just play from your heart and keep practicing, and don't ever give up. I'm just making something up. I don't know what that is. But, well, I hope you're all doing well, and take care of one another, and always respect and listen to your elders, please. That's my little advice that I can give you. And hopefully you learn something from this and keep practicing. And thank you so much for ArtsCan Connect, and hello to Mike Stevens out there, my good friend. We were supposed to be on tour right now, but due to COVID, they couldn't, we couldn't travel around and possibly get people sick or whatever. So they came up with the idea of doing this videos. Thank you very much for tuning in. Take care.